welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel T. Tyler and I just wanted to sit down and do a makeup video today. I didn't really know what I wanted to film, so I looked back on my videos and I saw on my skincare video a lot of you guys were asking how I did that really glowy, dewy, barely there makeup look. So I thought I would film that today. It's actually really easy. So yeah, I guess let's just get into it. Firstly, I have primed with the Napoleon Perdis Autopilot, so that is already my face. And then for foundation, I'm literally just using a drop of the Dior Backstage foundation in the color 3W, and then a drop of the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear foundation in the shade Syracuse. Yes, I'm just gonna pop a tiny drop of each, that much of that. And then a drop of the Dior just on the back of my hands. Gonna try and even out the skin tone pretty much. I'm gonna try and do as much of this video in my viewfinder because I just want to do something super chill today. And then just stippling that in with a face brush. Okay, buffed in. So now I'm going to pop on some concealer. I am using the Bobbi Brown Instant Full Cover Concealer in the color Warm Honey. And I'm just going to lay this down on my under eye circles. Just there. And I'm basically just gonna leave that on for the majority of the time that I do the rest of my makeup, so it dries down a little bit before I pat it in. Next, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of color. I'm gonna use a contouring stick. This one is Models Prefer, and I like this one because it's a little bit of a warm color. I don't know how people go actually contouring with this because it's quite warm, so I just use it to warm up the face. So a little bit at the hairline, cheekbones, and at my chin. Because I'm not trying to sculpt or anything, I'm just using my big face brush again and just buffing that all in. Even if I'm not going to contour my face, I still like to put some color back in, so I don't just always use foundation and leave it as that, because I find your face kind of like lacks dimension, and especially if you're putting concealer and other things to really flatten the face. I just like to make sure that there's a little bit of dimension and shadow and warmth. I'm going to lay down some more bronze. This is a new product by Too Faced. It's called the Bronzed Peach, and I like this because you'll notice today I only use like one actual powder product, which is my highlight a bit later. But I like using like creamy products throughout this look because it just gives you a really dewy natural finish. When you put powders on top of powders on top of powders, you're gonna look cakey. So I'm just gonna use this with my same brush. She's a lazy gal. If your tools can do multiple things, just do that. So this is a creamy product and it does dry down to like a powdery consistency. But because it is creamy, I find it glides on really well for a dewy look like this. And also it's got a little bit of shimmer to it, so it really does add to the dewy look. And I'm just really gonna pop that the same areas that I just popped my contouring stick, just to add another layer to that warmth. And then with that same product, I'm gonna pop it just on my eyelids because, like I said, it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. So I think that will be a nice complement to this glowy look. Because it is quite a creamy product, I can get away with just using your fingers. Use your fingers when you can. They're great tools. Next, I'm gonna do my brows, because why not? For brows, I am using the Benefit Precisely My Brow, and this is in the color 6, the darkest that they have, and I'm just going to use my mirror because I can't do that in this tiny viewfinder. I'm just going to fill in the sparseness just at the front of the eyebrow there, and then just also a little bit of fullness in the arch where she's a little bit sparse also. Oh, I was wondering what that noise was in the background. I put my dishwasher on. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Oh well. Okay, I'm feeling like this concealer is dried down enough now, so let's pat her in. Just with a damp beauty blender, I'm going to just gently tap. Bags concealed. Feeling a little bit parched. Actually, I wish I would drink of water while I'm at it. For my Aussie gals, Lucas Purple Ointment, the best. Next, let's lay down our highlight. This is a weird thing that I personally like to do, but I always lay my highlight down before my blush because I really think that highlight can take away from the pigment and the color of your blush if you lay it on after. So like I said, I'm not using any powdery products except one, which happens to be my highlight. I'm just gonna really like buff it in so that it gives you more of a glow instead of like the stripy streaks of highlight, which is fine, like if that's the look that you like. But I think if you want something natural and that actually looks like dewy and glowing from within, this is a really good technique. So I'm using a fluffy brush. This is a blush brush by Mac, and I'm just tapping it in Prosecco Pop by Becca. I can't talk today. And then just on the cheekbones there. And because this is a fluffy brush and I'm kind of buffing it, it makes it kind of melt into the skin. It just looks really natural. Just above the brow bone as well, and again I'm just like kind of sweeping and buffing it in so it's not streaky. Do your little C, you know, your little C highlight, and then also on the tip of my nose, just there, and then a little bit on the bridge, just like that, not the whole way down, just kind of here. I don't know why I like to put my highlight there, but I do. And maybe just a tiny bit on my chin. But that's it. Lovely. Okay, next I'm gonna put my blush on. So I'm using another Too Faced product. This is the Peach My Cheeks, and then again it is a creamy product that kind of becomes more powdery, I guess. It sets more dry. So just with my finger and just directly under my eye. I love blush. If there was one product that I would use over anything else in my makeup kit, it would probably be blush. I just really think it makes you look instantly like youthful and awake. I think a rosy flush of the cheeks really complements the dewy skin look, because again it's like a really natural kind of lit from within look. And then just a tiny bit across the bridge of my nose. A little bit of a flush and my chin. She is a blush fiend. I am not going to stop there. I'm now popping on a darker blush, just a tiny hint. I don't know what this is. It's the MAC Cosmetics Spring Summer 2017 Moons of Saturn Kit, Face Kit. It's just such a long-winded name, and then it's also in collaboration with a makeup artist called James Kilados, and I'm just using the cream blush. just there. And just a tiny bit darker than the other blush that we put down. Just so that your blush also has a bit of dimension. I just realized that I filled my brows in, but I didn't set them, did I? So maybe we should do that. Set my brows. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow in the color 5. I usually just use mascara on my brows, as you might know, but this is slightly lighter than the shade of my natural brow hairs, and I think it just looks a little bit more natural for me than when I add more black to my eyebrows, if that makes sense. I'm going to do my top secret to dewy skin. This is a YSL Rouge Full Up Shine lipstick in the clear color, which is number 42. So it's literally just a clear lippy, but it's got like a little bit of shimmer in it, and it has a really dewy, glossy look. I would just sweep it on as is, but because I did lay some powder product down, I don't want to like move it around. Just going to use my beauty blender, give it a couple swipes of that, and then just tap it on the high points of my face, just on the cheekbones. Look at that glow. And on the brow bone, top of the brow, dewy. And then the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, chin, and then with the excess, just under the eye. Okay, that is a secret to my dew. Oh, look at that. I'm going to, before I put my mascara on, set my face with the Urban Decay Chill Spray for a dewy finish. Benefit Veryl in black. Here we go. Ta-da! Just a little bit of something on my top lashes, and that's it. That's the whole look. Jokes. I should put something on my lips. Marc Jacobs, their new lippies. It is called the Hydrating Lip Gloss Stick. This is in the color Candy Bling, and it just gives a tiny bit of pink. That is it. That is the final look. Just a very, very glowy base, and then just a couple of things to complement it. Just a little bit of lip gloss, a little bit of blush, a little bit of mascara. If you enjoyed this look, definitely let me know. Also, let me know if you enjoyed this kind of one-on-one style of filming. I definitely feel like it was a bit more intimate, which I enjoy. Just me, you, some natural light, and that's about it. If there's anything else you want to see as well, definitely leave it in the comments. Also coming very soon is a question and answer video with my boyfriend Mackay, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I'm out of breath. Until next time, I'll see you guys on Instagram. Mwah.